Hello everybody, Mannix here. This is going to be another addition to the How It Locks series, and this is on a locking mechanism I'm surprised a lot of companies aren't using that much. This is the button lock. Extremely simple design, but it's very strong. How much stronger is it compared to a liner lock or a lockback or something? It's probably about the same. From what I understand, lockbacks by design are stronger than liner locks. Button lock is probably somewhere in between. I would say it's probably a little stronger than a liner lock, but it's who really cares? It's very close. So this is an extremely simple design. It's so simple, it's really cheap to make, and you can do this with it, which is awesome. It works just like a Benchmade axis lock or a Spyderco cage ball bearing lock, a SOG arc lock, whatever you want to call it. It's very similar because you can release the tension because it's side actuating. You can completely release that tension of the blade and then swing it out. Really fast, really easy, really fun. I don't even know if anyone has it patented. It's extremely simple. I don't know why other companies aren't using this that much. I love button locks, but anyway. How does it work? Simple. So there is a spring below this button right here. It's constantly wanting it to spring back out this way, towards the bottom of the screen. The springs is constantly doing that. And if you look really closely, the cylinder is wider above there, and it goes flush into the handle when you press it in. That allows the blade to be released. So as you can see right here, very slightly, the tang of the blade, that's the portion you can't really see, that's behind the pivot screw right there, it's in there, that's the tang. It competes with the force of the button lock. So the button lock is depressed right now because the blade is depressing it. However, there is an open cutout timed perfectly just so when the back of the tang right here hits the stop pin, that is when the button lock deploys. It's constantly wanting, that's how all locking mechanisms work. Very simple, very ingenious. It's really just a bar, a liner, whatever it is. This happens to be just a cylinder. It's constantly having force. It constantly wants to go out this way, and there's a wider piece of that which matches up with the tang just in time when it hits the stop pin to prevent negative force from closing it because there's a cylinder in the way. That's literally all it is. It's one piece of steel, and then you have a spring in there. That's it. So it's two pieces. And then, of course, there is a stop pin, as you can see right there, that prevents over travel. As in, like, if there's no stop pin, the blade would just keep going and going and going and going. The stop pin prevents the over travel, and the button lock right there prevents negative force closing the blade, because the tang of the blade is hitting it right there. Works a lot like, if you're into guns, if you have a shotgun, it's a lot like a crossbolt. This works a lot like a crossbolt safety mechanism. Almost exactly. I do not know why. If you're like working for Spyderco right now or Cold Steel Benchmade, just make more knives. I will buy all of them. Make knives with this locking mechanism. I love it. It's fast. It's simple. I know it's easy to make. It should be anyway. I mean, I'm not a machinist or anything. I've never made a folding knife before, but well, I haven't made a good folding knife before, but still, I'm pretty sure that's very easy and cheap to make, and it's really simple, effective. It's strong enough. I do not understand why we don't see these knives everywhere. Why are there so many liner locks? These are just flat out better than liner locks, I feel. Anyway, that is the button lock.